Shalom, shalom. Again, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the one true power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the most high God, and Yahushai to the world, ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. The Rakakwadash is the Holy Spirit in the Paleo Hebrew. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elder prophets, the elder bishops, who rule well in the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put it on the spirit to endure and to be sincere. And the mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered in four corners of the earth, teaching His word and believing His word. Lord willing, they can continue in the same spirit to endure and be sincere. Shalom to the Akwathiim that are believers of His word. Lord willing, you continue to pursue the lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in faith. Lord willing, this is edifying. You know, I'm just going to go into these few verses in Psalms 100, verse 2 and 3. And then, Lord willing, we can get to other precepts. Um, but it's really about His truth. We're going to just go into these scriptures. And Lord willing, we can get edified and get built up. Lord willing, um, grow more in faith into Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Right? So where are we? Okay, this is Psalms 100, verse 2. It says, serve the Lord Yahweh with gladness. Come before His presence with singing, right? Singing this truth, this word, right? The doctrine that He had given you. But the one point that stuck out is serve the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai with gladness. Doing this work is your delight. We at work now, feet hurting, body aching. You want to do this with a delight. You know, this has more meaning to it. Because this is the truth that will take the victory. Lord willing, we can bring that precept out too. Read in verse 3. It says, know ye that the Lord Yahweh, He is power. It is He that hath made us, and not ourselves. We are His people and the sheep of His pasture. In the video I did before, the pasture is the men. I believe Ezekiel 34, verse 21. The pasture, His sheep are men. We are His people. We didn't make ourselves. He made us. Drop it down to verse 5. It says, for the Lord Yahweh is good. His mercy is everlasting. His truth endureth to all generations. So if His truth endure till all generations, let me get this precept, because I said, Lord willing, I could bring it out. First Ezra chapter 3 and verse 12. It says, the third wrote, women are the strongest, but above all things, truth beareth away the victory. Right? Truth is going to bear away the victory. Truth is going to bear away the victory. Right? It's another precept I came across because, if you've been in the scriptures and you understand that the children of Israel, the power and the notion from Hamashiach Yahushai, that the children of Israel is going to take the kingdom and they're going to have the kingdom forever and ever and ever and ever, right? So this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 1 in the Good News Translation. It says, Salaki family. Wait, that's not the one I want. Salaki. Salaki. I'm over getting excited. Uh, gotta go to a different one. It's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6. It's in chapter 6. Salaki family, please bear with me. Uh, okay. It's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, in the Good News Translation, and verse 21, right? This is what it reads. It says, "So then, you that rule the nations, if you value your throne and symbols of authority, honor wisdom, so that you may rule forever," right? And I understand that the when you really come into this truth, right, and you understand that the elect men, who is on the earth, from generation to generation, they was with Yahweh Shai in the beginning when he made all things. They helped him, and on the earth, Yahweh Shai is giving us that wisdom back. You know, now we're in this flesh, we're getting it in levels. So when he comes back, we get the glorified bodies, and then we'll be given that power, you know. So no other nation has the wisdom or seeking the wisdom of the Lord. Wisdom of Solomon 9:6. If we don't have thy wisdom, we are regarded as nothing. I keep saying it, but Lord willing, you can go read it. Don't take my words for it. You go read it for yourself. Wisdom of Solomon 9:6, right? This truth, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is our stability. This what's this is what holds us in place, right? Let's go to another in the Good News Translation. This is Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter, and verse 15 and 16, right? This is what it reads. It says, "I pray to God that my thoughts may be worthy of what I have learned, and that I may speak according to his will." Right? You see what Yahweh Shai said? He asked, "Lord, let this cup pass over me. Let it be your will and not my will." Right? So when we get this wisdom of the Lord, you want to speak according to his will, which is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 2, that good doctrine. You know, this good doctrine was orchestrated from Yahweh, given to Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai is the wisdom and the power of Yahweh. Right? To continue reading, it says, "He is wisdom's guide," right? Yahweh is the guide of wisdom. Even more, if we was to bring it in a flesh perspective, Yahweh is the guide of Yahweh Shai, right? Even more, you know. But it says, "He is wisdom's guide. He gives correction to those who are wise," right? This is all Yahweh's doing. It says we are under his power and authority. We ourselves, our words, all our understanding and skills, Salaki, right? We ourselves, our words, all our understanding and skills, right, is under Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, everything consists under Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It's another one. I think I was reading through. Let me see. Let me go back to Psalms 100. Let me see if this is the one. Where is it? It's a verse where it says, "Salaki family." I just want to get it. Oh, here we go. This is Psalms, chapter 99, verse 5. It says, "Exalt ye the Lord Yahweh our power, and worship at his footstool. for he is holy, right? He said worship him at his footstool. Now we gotta think. Let me see if this is it. Matthew chapter 5, verse 35. Uh 35. Let's read up a little. Let's start at 33. This is Matthew 5 and 33. It said again, okay, again, ye have heard that it hath been said by them of old time, thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform unto the Lord thy oaths. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is God's throne, nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. Right? The earth is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's footstool, right? We sit beneath our power, you know? This is Colossians chapter 3. Set your affections on things above. That's where your wisdom is at. That's where your reward is at, right? That's where you can grow in patience. That's where you can get healed from. That's where you really get hurt because everything is orchestrated where Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai sits on the throne, right? Yahweh Shai tells us that the truth shall set you free. That truth is Yahweh Shai, right? Because even before a lot of us couldn't understand Yahweh Shai in when the prophets was speaking of him in old. Now he's here in the flesh. Now we really fully can't believe. He's here, you know? And how much more in his absence do we believe? You know, every day you should be able to see something that's away from the light of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We're in we're in our hell. We're in our condition, you know, and you don't see the light of the Lord everywhere you go. You mostly see it in your house, or you see it when the men of the Lord is doing those videos, you know. The light is being brought forth each and every day. Right? I'm nothing. But knowing that the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh is coming out, this is the light, you know? This is the light. Let's go to the gospel, St. John, the 17th chapter. Because he tells the men of the Lord, right? What do he say? St. John chapter 17. We can start at 16. It says, they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Right? Because when you come in this truth, you start things of this world, you start to forsake or abandon. Right? It doesn't have a bearing on you. It doesn't have an attach. Like in church, people really think that they're getting close to God, but they're not edified because you're built up. You would be able to answer somebody about being Hellenized. Oh, that's in the Maccabees. Who is the Lord? Who's the Lord's people? You know, to be edified, you're gonna build them up on the Most High's truth. If Yahweh Shai comes in a whole volume of the book, that means that whole volume of this book is truth and it's history in it, right? 17, it says, sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. You're purifying them. You're cleansing them in Yahweh Shem Shai's truth. There's no other way we can sanctify our brothers and sisters. Um, uh, we can't sanctify our brothers and sisters without Yahweh Shem Shai's wisdom. See, I already quoted it in Wisdom of Solomon, the 9th chapter, verse 6. Without thy wisdom, we are regarded as nothing. You know, you are nothing. This is why the men of the Lord that do have this wisdom, they have to purify you. They have to cleanse you in his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. When we go to Second Ezra, the 14th chapter, you know, because it's all the scriptures go hand in hand depending on what you're bringing out, right? And I want to get the point. Uh, yep, this is Second Ezra chapter 14, verse 25. It says, "Come hither. I will kindle a light of understanding in thy heart, which shall not be put out until all that thou shalt begin to write be finished. And when thou hast done, some things shall be published, some things shall thou show secretly to the wise. Tomorrow, this hour, thou shalt begin to write. Right? Some things are going to be published, and some things are going to be secretly to the wise. Even more, what is public? Public is for the ones that are worthy and the ones that are not worthy, you know? But for the men of the Lord that is teaching, right? For the true teachers, they're teaching all things in the scriptures. And even some of your teachers, the Lord could be dealing with on a lower level. You know, they might not even speak on a prophecy. You know, that's probably the best thing to do. If you don't know, don't speak on it. Right? It's some brothers out there that just stay in the lane the Lord have given them. You know, it is some brothers that might just continue on the law, the basic stuff, maybe history, maybe the gospel, right? But if they're true in heart, the Lord is going to give it to the wise, you know? The Lord is going to give it to the ones that's patient, you know? They're not greedy to have all the wisdom and knowledge that the Lord can give them because some of us get puffed up, you know? This is a journey. This is a slow course. You know, not saying we're slow, but this is a slow course. You know, you can go step by step, right? And the step we a lot of us need to take is start to believing in Yahweh right? Because Yahweh is the one that's going to enable you in this truth. Let alone if you start going to Yahweh like this weekend, this guy that was a fiend. He didn't know he wanted food or whatever, but I seen his hands burnt, so I know he did crack. And the one brother used wisdom and said, "Hey, what's the Lord's name?" Changed the whole subject. What's the Lord's name? He said Jesus Christ. He said, "All right, now you can go." And I seen him step back and then step in. But what is his name? And stayed near the brothers for 20 minutes to learn the Lord's name, you know? And that's where it comes to truly being a student. You want to learn, you want to grow, you want to be edified and built it up. You don't want to be lied to. So that's why St. John 17:17. You want to be purified, you want to be cleansed with the truth. The word is truth, right? Uh I said we was gonna go into something with Yahweh right? Right? Yeah, let's actually go to that. Right? This is St. John 4, verse 22. It says, "Ye worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is for the Jews." Just dealing with the first part. A lot of our brothers and sisters don't know who they worship. So that's why another thing why that debating thing, it doesn't work for the true sheep. You know, soon as you saying something about like, nah, that's not it, you should automatically have the that learning spirit in you. Like, wait, hold on, wait, what does it mean? What does it go in? Right? Because you don't want to come in this thing to be a know-it-all, right? Especially like if my brothers say something I ain't never heard. Wait, nah, brother, don't be stingy. Let me hear that. And if I don't get it or if I don't agree, that's what the whole point. Nah, but it say this here. And if the Lord is dealing with them on a level that I might not see, they're gonna guide me in this thing, right? And since we believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, the Lord will use his prophets to guide you. Because it's all the Lord. It's another verse I have in my head that I just came across, but I don't want to take too long on getting that verse for you. So we're just going to go to Psalms 48, verse 14. It says, "For this God is our power forever and ever. He will be our guide even until death." Right? Because if we just seen that wisdom move in the way that she moves, let alone in Wisdom of Solomon, the seventh chapter, wisdom is a moving motion, right? Let me get one of them. Where is it? Uh, okay. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, making it even more plain in the G&T. Verse 27, it says, even though wisdom acts alone, she can do anything. She makes everything new, although she herself changes. From generation to generation, she enters the souls of holy people and makes them God's friends and prophets. There is nothing that God loves more than people who are at home with wisdom. Wisdom is more beautiful than the sun and all the constellations. She is better than light itself because night always follows day, but evil never overcome wisdom, right? And that's another thing. If wisdom go into a holy soul, then you, fearing the Lord, you hate the appearance of evil. And if that's always on you, when you're around evil, it's like a fire that comes within you. Because especially the men of the Lord, Psalms 104, the ministers are a flame of fire, right? But let's go back to St. John, because if the minister is a flame of fire, even the believers, what would they be really considered? The true worshipers, right? So St. John chapter 4, verse 23, it says, but the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him, right? And if you're worshiping the Lord in spirit, that means you know the deep things. That's very plain. First Corinthians chapter 2, verse 10 and 11, right? Because manly wisdom, we ain't gonna know the wisdom of the Lord, but in the spirit we will. And in the spirit, you'll know the deep things. Very plain. That's why everybody don't have the full grasp of the spirit of Yahweh Shemashai to know the deep things. Very plain, right? And then in truth, who is truth? St. John 14:6. Really, it is Yahweh Shai, right? So you must be abiding in his son, right? Because we can't go into the Father unless through his son. And the Father has to draw you to his son so the son can raise you up in the last days. Verse 24, God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and truth. There we go again, you know? So being in the spirit, you want to know the deep things, the volume of his word. And then in truth, of course, you want to understand Yahweh Shai, because if you worship in the Lord in spirit, you're going to understand and know who Yahweh Shai is, right? And Lord willing, Lord willing, this was edifying. I can't uh, be on it too long. But again, Psalms 100, verse 2 and 3, his truth endureth to all generations. His truth endureth to all generations. The generation we in now, and Lord willing, to continue the generations that's ahead of us, because we need his wisdom. In order to get out of this captivity, we need Yahweh Shem Shai's wisdom. In order to get saved, to get translated, we need Yahweh Shem Shai. So, you might as well use the tools that's in front of you because the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Shai is a gift. You know, Yahweh Shem Shai gave us this as a gift. Even more, if Yahweh Shai didn't lay himself on that cross, how further would you even be in the Lord's truth? This is a gift. Again, this is a gift, you know. So Lord willing, Lord willing, you can continue to be cleansed. Lord willing, you can continue to be cleansed. And with that, Shalom. All praise to the one true power, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakwadash. Shalom.